I'm Emery. I'm kind of making this channel to talk about my life and like let people know, hey, you're not alone. I'm about to go into another school, and I think I'll share about that a little because I've already moved schools before, so it's not going to be the first time I've done this, but hold on. Sorry, my music was really loud. Anyways, this is not the first time I'm like switching schools. So I think that eventually I'll talk about that once it comes a little closer to back to school and everything. I already got my stuff and stuff. Anyways, I like zombies a lot right now. Sorry, I thought my parents were coming. I like zombies, like The Last of Us, The Walking Dead, and School's Graveyard. I think those are all really cool. And I kind of just want to learn about it. Okay, I think I'm going to talk about my favorite characters first. From The Walking Dead, I like Carol, Michonne, Enid, and then Carl. Carl's really cool because he had a lot of character development throughout the whole entire thing until he died. And I haven't got to his death yet. I do know he died because I accidentally spoiled it for myself and I started crying really hard. From The Last of Us, I like Ellie because Ellie was fine in the second one but she did end up ruining her hot life because of revenge, and Joel did too, and she should have known that revenge was going to ruin her life because Joel died because when he found out Ellie was getting hurt by a lot of these walkers or whatever, not walkers, oh my god, by like the hospital fireflies or whatever, because, well, if she was going to give a cure, she had to die. So then she should have known, absolutely, hey, revenge is not worth it after watching Abby kill Joel. That was so terrible. I don't like Abby. Well, actually, no, I'm neither Team Ellie nor Team Abby. They both did really terrible things. I think that both of them shouldn't have done that. Anyways, sorry, I got a text message. But shouldn't have done that. Anyways, switching back topics, I think I was talking about favorite characters. I liked Joel because he was I liked Ellie a lot more in not season 1. Like the first game. She was okay in the second game. She just didn't do the greatest of all things. Actually, there was a lot of characters I liked. Oh guys, Jesse, I loved Jesse. But his death was so, like, written off so terribly because he was shown to be like really smart with his movements, and then just killed him off like that. I think a lot of these deaths, like, of characters were written off really fast as like a quick death that they didn't want to write properly. Like, for example, Carl's death. Carl had survived multiple times of different things, and for him not to notice the walker was a lot different because, well, we also got this like strong character, and to be honest, he was like the sign for the new world, and then they killed off Enid with him. So they killed off a lot of the new world and what the world could become. And now they do have some like Herschel and stuff, but like it wasn't the best idea. Not to mention, but I do think that it was worth for Rick's character development. But I do think we could have gave Rick different character development. Sorry, like my things. Whatever. My thing is like weird. Anyways, they could have done some other things, but anyways, moving on to School Bus Graveyard. My favorite character in that was Aiden, and I think my favorite character development was Logan, because Logan had this big change, like this is really big change. But anyways, I think School Bus Graveyard was like one of the things where they didn't continue the series, and they didn't like write these character deaths kind of poorly, because I think that during this like such an incident, these deaths were like when Aiden died, or sorry, that might be a spoiler, but Aiden died. His death was like the first time like they processed the fact that they might be becoming phantoms, because he had looked at her in this way, or Ashlyn in this way, that like scared all of us. And then Tyler's death, it was also like the first time we realized like injuries and stuff depends on your mental wealth, or like your mental health. Not moving, where you go. Anyways, sorry. These deaths were so powerful and like so meaningful, and now that they're all split up, I'm so scared for season 3, because I think season 3 is going to come out this year. I really do hope so, because I love, sorry, I'm getting distracted by the music. I love School Bus Graveyard. Such a good one. But anyways, I think what I realized is I like kid characters a lot, because I really think character development is really seen through kids, because they are like, they're going through this thing, like teenagers and stuff, they're going through this thing where they're trying to understand themselves and their emotions and stuff better. And in the apocalypse, you kind of like where you're going to see them when they're older. It was so terrible that some of these characters were killed off so early, like Carl and Enid, because we could have gotten so much more about them. And that's just really it. But I think I'm done ranting about that. Sorry if you can't really hear me. I might write captions down, but I'll see y'all next time. I might post another thing of me playing guitar and singing, but that kind of feels embarrassing to be like. Anyway, bye.